Welcome to My Zone Online School. My name is Teacher Mutsa. Get your education booklet in our daily newspaper, street sales, or at your school every Monday to Thursday for pre-primary up until grade 3. The lessons are for listening or watching online. Inside the newspapers, there is an insert of the lesson booklet. Please cut the top of the lesson booklet with a pair of scissors and fold it for ready to use. But there is more. We are also available on our online platforms, MyZone and Zoshi Facebook pages, and in addition, our website, Zoshi Online.
Hello everyone and welcome to My Zone Online School. My name is Teacher Mutsa and thank you so much for joining me today. Our theme this week is My Friends and Being Safe. And before we get into any lessons, boys and girls, we know that we need to sanitize. So let us sing our special sanitizing song. Sanitize every day so the germs can stay away. Sanitize every day so the germs can stay away. Yay! Good job, everyone. For today's lesson, we will be talking about statement and questions and train sums.
For our lesson today, boys and girls, let us begin on page 15. On page 15, we are going to be doing statement or question. Now, how we're going to do this is we're going to read some sentences, number 1 up to 7. It's going to be our job to decide whether it is a statement or a question. When we decide, we need to put a cross in either the first box that is for a statement or a second box that is for a question. Now, before we do that, I want to show you what they mean. So let's take a look at the board. Now, a question, boys and girls, we know is something that needs an answer or something that has an answer. So if you see a qu with the box next to it, you are going to put a cross if it is a question. But if it is a statement, which means there is no need for an answer and looks like an ordinary sentence, then you are going to find the box that has an S next to it, and you're also going to put a cross. A question or a sentence. One sentence cannot have both boxes with crosses. It's either you put a cross for the statement or a cross for a question. So now that we have explained that, let's now go into our exercise. I want you to have your pencil ready because we're going to do this one together. Number 1 says, how many windows do you see? How many windows do you see? Is this a statement or a question? If it is a question, please can you cross the box that has a Q? Number 2 says, the ghost is white in color. The ghost is white in color. If it is a statement, then put a cross. But if that is a question, then put a cross in the box next to the Q. Number 3 says, the moon is shining bright. The moon is shining bright. If that is a question, please put a cross in the box for S if it is a statement. And if it is a question, in the box next to the Q. Number 4 says, do you see the flying bats? Do you see the flying bats? Put a cross in the correct box. Number 5 says, the tree is behind the house. The tree is behind the house. Put a cross in the correct box. Number 6 says, do you see any leaves on the tree? Can you see any leaves on the tree? Put a cross in the correct box. And then, lastly, number 7 says, the house looks very spooky. The house looks very spooky. Put a cross in the correct box. Well done, everyone. Now that we have done this, I want you now to try and go back by yourselves to make sure that you cross the correct box. Remember, if it is a statement, put a cross where you can see an S, not an X. And if it is a question, put a cross where you can see the Q. Have fun, and I'll see you soon after the advert break. But before we actually go to our advert break, there's a little part in the book. It's saying, now go back and punctuate each of the sentences with a question mark or a full stop. So if you are done checking, it's now up to you to use a question mark or a full stop. Just in case you don't know what a question mark or a full stop looks like, I can show you on the board. So if you made an X where you can see the Q, that means that you're going to say it's a question, and this is a question mark. But if you think this is just an ordinary sentence that is a statement, you can use a full stop. Make sure you do this before you actually say, I'm done, because I almost forgot. Silly teacher. So check your work. Make sure that you now punctuate the sentences at the end correctly, and then check your work to say that you are done. Have fun, and I'll see you soon after the advert break.
Follow us on MyZone Facebook Active Kids to watch your daily lesson and other fun activities with Zoe and Zoshi.
For our last exercise today, boys and girls, let's all turn to page 16. On page 16, we are going to be completing a train sum. Yay! Now, everybody loves trains. So today, we're going to be completing this one so that we know that our train can move on the railway. We're going to start where it says 2 in the box. Now, I want us to do this together. So, grab your pencil and let's take a look at the board. We're going to start our train the same place where it says 2. Now, the instruction for the next box is saying plus. So, we are going to say 2 plus 2. So, if I have 2, 1, 2, plus another 2, 1, 2. And then I add them all together, 1, 2, 3, 4. My answer is 4. So I will put my answer in the next blank box. So we have answered the first part. 2 plus 2 will give us 4. Now we need to move on with our train. We have our 4 here as our answer. So that 4 is going to help us get to the next sum. The next sum will now say 4 plus 1. So we have our 4 already. 1, 2, 3, 4. Now we need to add 1. So we're going to add 1. And let's count together now. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So our answer is 5. We're going to write it in the box. Now we have done the second part of our sum. Remember, we started at 2 plus 2. And then we got our answer 4. Now we have said 4 plus 1, which gave our next answer 5. Now we're going to take our 5 and go down and double our answer. So we need to double our 5. Meaning the circles we have drawn here, we now need to double. So we are also going to draw 5 circles. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We have doubled. And now that we have doubled, we need to find out the answer by counting all of them together. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So our answer after we have doubled 5 equals 10. And our train is still going on, boys and girls. We now need to halve our answer. So our answer was 10, which means that we need to halve it. We're going to be halving by sharing equally. So how are we going to do that? We need to make sure that we give 1 to one box here and another one to the other one so that we share equally. So if we say 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. We have shared equally. So now we need to see what is in one half and what is in the other half. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. There are 5 in this half. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We have 5 in the other half. So our answer, boys and girls, is 5. Now the train is still going and it's still moving. So I'm going to leave you to do the rest by yourself. Remember to follow the instruction of each and every box and take your time. If you're not sure what to do, that's okay. You can ask an adult for help. But please make sure that you finish your choo-choo train by yourself. Have fun, and I'll see you soon after the advert break.
Do you have children in the age range of 5 to 6 years and want to participate in our school booklet program? Please contact us on 081 74 3759 and we will put you on our distribution list for the attention of pre-primary schools. Topics include family, summer, culture, traditions and houses, transport and communications, occupations, autumn and more. We distribute countrywide in over 10 different languages.
Boys and girls, we have now come to the end of our lesson, and I hope you had fun. I know I did. Just make sure that when you are confused or you don't know what to do, you ask an adult for help. Please, though, make sure that you finish your work by yourself. So now that we are done with our lesson, we can sanitize. Sanitizing is not just for little children, it's also for adults as well. So if you have a parent or a guardian with you, when you're sanitizing, encourage them to sanitize as well. Make sure your hands are dry before you touch anything else. Sashi said he was going to come and say goodbye, but I haven't seen him the whole time. Have you? Sashi? Oh, hello, Sashi. We want to say goodbye to our friends. Do you think you can help me? Oh, wow, well done. Okay, let us sing goodbye. Goodbye, goodbye. It's time to say goodbye. Goodbye, goodbye. It's time to say goodbye. Bye!
Our online school will help you along the way. Find us at www.zoshi.online and download the booklet. Follow us on Facebook to never miss a video. Subscribe to our Zoshi Telegram channel if you want to receive daily updates. Proudly sponsored by the Ministry of Education, Arts and Culture, Namibian Community Trust, UNICEF, My Zone Online School, Amos Meerkat Syllabus, and Capricorn Foundation.